good to see everyone. I'm going to make this relatively quick because, as you can tell, I'm on my last leg with my voice right now. But about 3 or 4 things I'm going to comment on, then I'll let you guys ask questions. But excited about the win. Anytime you get a win on week 1 against a team that has the ability to score a ton of points, it was nerve-wracking, to say the least, probably in preparation. I hope Jason Petrino still likes his job, because I was in there quite a bit over the course of the last 4 weeks, making sure that we just had answers, and we had, I should say, solutions, probably a better way to say it. The other thing I'm excited about, we had 18 guys that played significant snaps that really had never played before today. And so you think about Mekhi Collins, Tyler Terhark, Barika Pinu, Owen Johnson, Ty Satter, Cole Wisniewski playing a different position that he's never played in the light under the lights in. Kelton McCaz, I mean, I could go on and on. Nathaniel Staling. That's what I'm excited about, is just how our young kids bought into us. Second half, you know, I'll talk about a couple positives. Yeah, I wish we could take back 2 plays in the first half where if we just execute a little bit better, we'll probably keep drives going. So I told the team that because of that, we're going to practice Monday. And then there was 2 penalties in the second half. One was an illegal formation, the other was a false start. Those are on us. We got to clean that stuff up. Holding calls, what's holding one week won't be holding next week. I'm not going to lose any sleep on effort penalties, but we can correct those things. But those happen when you're a big trade shift motion team. We felt like we could get them locked into some coverages. We could show their hand with the single high, 2 high, and that's where our quarterback run game became really effective. And then the last thing, probably just on a personal note, it was pretty cool to have Kellen on the sideline. So I've never really got to coach him until he came to college, and to have your son there is pretty cool. So, all right, Mike, ask a question so I can dry these alligator tears up, please.
Just speak to the atmosphere.
Awesome. I apologize. I should have said that right off the bat. Awesome. People keep asking, what's it like? What's it like? And it's just, you keep adding experiences to my list of things, our players' list of things. When you go back, I've been here for 10 years now. I've got to play in front of 70,000 fans. I've got to play in Target Field, U.S. Bank. I got to go to the White House and meet the president, all because of Bison football. And, you know, it's a pretty cool place. 101, as Michael Tutsi would say.
The quarterback tandem, is this kind of what the upline for this year?
I don't know. I think it could change week to week. I like to keep you guys guessing a little bit, but I thought it was effective. You know, big time run by number 9. And then to give him the first series of the second half, I think it shows, one, the leadership of Cam, but also the trust that we have in Cole.
Was that planned of the second half?
I think it was just kind of, you know, let's see how the first half goes, and we'll make that decision. We had those conversations last week with them. They both were aware that it could be at any time. And, you know, what's fun is, I should say, it's better than fun. What's really cool to see is when Cole scores a touchdown, the first guy down there is Cam Miller. And when Cam throws a touchdown, who's the first guy patting him on the back? Cole Payton and the rest of the quarterbacks. Well, yeah, I mean, what did we throw it? 28 times? Thought pretty good day for us quarterback-wise. You know, if we could have, you know, we just got, I think that was one of the series we got behind the chains a little bit because of maybe the penalty that we had an illegal formation, if I remember right, the catch by GC over on the sideline. So if that's a first down, who knows what that looks like. But all of a sudden now we're off schedule, and, you know, now we have to throw it on 3rd and long.
Matt, we asked you about for 5 months about Cole Wisniewski playing safety. Was this about as affirmative?
Well, you know, I think so. I mean, Cole's a football player, and he did a lot of hard work this offseason. I mean, he was up to 235, anticipating being a starting linebacker, and then had to reinvent himself. He's 220 pounds. He's still probably one of our fastest players. He's an excellent tackler, can cover a lot of grass. Maybe need to work on his hands a little bit. I'm sure I know he was looking to the end zone before he caught it. I mean, there was nobody there. But great job by Jason Petrino changing coverages, playing some 4 under 3 deep, inserting our safeties into the box a little bit, just trying to keep the ball. There was one play, the ball got behind us, and that's what we warned our kids. That's what would happen. Otherwise, it didn't happen. We kept the ball in front of us. We forced them to have to drive the field. Huge field goal block by big number 53. Nice to have his big butt back out there playing for us.
7 different receivers catch a pass.
That's good. Only scratching the surface.
For you guys to kind of establish the passing game early, how much of that was the game plan? And how much of that was
Well, I think it's been an emphasis. With the anticipation, we throw the ball better, we can run the ball better. Those two go hand in hand. If we have to make people defend the entire field, that's where we can be our most dangerous.
So there's some different pressures being brought to you guys?
Yeah.
Not an expert, but is that one of the cramps that...
Say that one more time. A little bit, yeah. Yeah, we just keep trying to alter a few things. I mean, we needed to. We need to continue to grow. We need to, and our players, we're only as good as what they can execute. And so, of course, as coaches, you just want to keep install. And there's times we got to be smart. We got to back off. But our kids, you have 2 weeks really to prepare for this one. It'll be different now, moving in. When you got that weekly cycle, you may not have quite as much defense in. But our kids did a great job of retention and preparation for the last 25, 30 days.
Logan Kopp was all over the place, it appeared today. What do you think?
Yep. I thought he's one of our best 11 to begin with. I mean, the kid has range, has versatility. You don't want to take him off the field because, like you said, he is all over the field. I don't know what he had tackle-wise, but good players are around the football, even sometimes when they're wrong. So we'll get back and watch film and probably identify some things we can continue to do better, but it's always easier to do that when you're 1-0.
Is he more explosive than maybe we know of how Kopp?
Oh, I think so. I think so. He's a twitchy kid, very instinctual, doesn't have to, he's not a processor. He reacts, he sees, very high football IQ.
Overall, it's a pretty, potentially high-powered offense to give up a touchdown, like you say, really in one play.
Yep.
And how would you overall just grade your defense?
Oh,
Or just
it's too early. I'm not going to dive into that right now. It was coupled with the amount of people we were able to play today, new faces, people in different positions, never played in the green and yellow before. I'm excited because you're right. I think the things that we have to take away is that when people think of Eastern Washington, and I got great respect for Coach Best. I think it's awesome that an offensive line coach is a head football coach. But you think Eastern Washington, you think explosive, you think passing game, tempo. And I thought for the most part, we did a good job getting our cleats in the ground, keeping the ball in front of us, and making plays when we need to. And then, getting the pick right there right before the halftime was critical because all of a sudden now we knew we were going to get the ball back in the second half, and that was a shot in the arm.
How big was it for your guys defensively to go up against an offense that likes to spread it out?
Well, it challenged us right away early in the year. I mean, you go against the Bison all fall camp. And this is a different beast. All of a sudden, they're in empty 10 personnel, 11 personnel. You got to smoke screen and go, double moves. It's challenging. And then you throw on top of it an inexperienced but yet talented group. You just got to keep harping on the standards that we have. And one of the big things we talked about all week is we didn't need our safeties in the run fit. If they wanted to run for 100 yards, we were okay with that. We could not give up vertical pass game.
Is this the earliest you've ever been to this horse?
Probably. There's probably a scotch somewhere out there waiting for me. That's what most Bison Nation always sends me advice on my voice. Scotch and honey. I don't know if that works, but I might give it a shot.
I was going to ask if this works so far.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Maybe I won't say anything tomorrow. Anything else? Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Safe travels home.
Establish that quick passing game early on.
I thought the guys just executed really well. We have so many playmakers, and I told you guys early last week that we were going to get them involved, and it was hard to bite my tongue about us changing some stuff on offense and kind of spreading things out and making teams cover the whole field.
Cole, what was it like being a safety spot? harder than expected?
I mean, practice does a really good job. We're really blessed to have a really good scout team, really good scout offense that gives us really good looks and really prepares us well for the game. So just got to carry over what you do in practice, have confidence in that, and that's what I did.
I'm sure the you almost have to take 6 days to
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Almost.
Would have liked to have that one back for sure. But yeah. I can say about that one. Coach Entz had told us to be knockdown players at safety. I took it to heart, I guess.
Did you get an early wedding present with a second, though?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Describe that. I mean, just we talked about this for 4.5 months. Now it was actually real. How did to have this kind of debut? Is it going to be better than how today went for you?
Yeah, it's really good. When you change positions, there's a lot of question marks. Not a guy who usually gets too nervous for games, but when you're changing positions, once you got nervous up until I hit the field. But yeah, it was really good. Was well prepared. Our coaches did a great job. So, but as far it was good.
Logan, I asked you on media day about having, you mentioned having 31 behind you. What was that like, and how did that free you up to play today?
It's so awesome. I mean, just getting to play with Cole. Like, I've been learning. He kind of took me under his wing my first 2 years here. And all of a sudden, I look back and I see that 31, dude. It's awesome. I'm so excited for this year with Cole. These next 2 years, hopefully. I think we have a lot of good chemistry together. Just being in that same position group for 2 years before this, and now he's done a really good job with the position change. And man, yeah, it was a lot of fun today. Just good to finally get game reps at it. We've been practicing for all spring ball, all fall camp with it, and now to really just put it all together this week was awesome. And yeah, I'm super excited for this year.
It's only one game, but it just seemed you guys. Is it fair to say you're more pressure, or just more looks today? It just seemed like a lot more movement up front, just different than.
Yeah, I mean, we brought in Coach Petrino, new coordinator, so with that is going to be some new calls and whatnot. And Coach Petrino, he likes pressure, and so he brought a couple pressures with him from Southern, and we've been practicing them a lot, and I think they've been going really well. And you got to see some of them today, and I thought overall they worked really well.
Cam, sharing the quarterback job today, how would you evaluate how?
I'm happy. I wouldn't want to share it with anyone else. Cole obviously is way too good to be on the sideline, so to see him out there making plays makes me happy.
Cole and I guess Logan, going up against real high tempo offense right away to kind of start the year. What was it like to kind of go up against that kind of offense right away, and then just to have a win under your belt going up against that offense right away? Kind of what's this whole takeaway from this one for you guys?
It's really good. It feels really good. Like again, I go back to it. It starts in practice, and the scouts have done an amazing job. I'll pull down 2 scout team quarterbacks to run plays, so we're tempo, we're going. So yeah, it started there, and it feels great to have that win under your belt. We had no question marks inside of our room, how this team was going to be, how the secondary was going to be. But I know some people in this room did, not sitting up here on this table. But no, it was really, really good to go out there and execute as a unit, and being able to hold an explosive offense to barely any points.
Cam, did you know that Cole was going to get the second half start, or how did that conversation evolve as the game went?
We had mentioned it last spring ball. The coaches had kind of said, we don't know when it's going to happen, but this is what's going to happen. And I was totally on board. Whatever it takes for us to win. And if that's what the coaches think is best for this football team, then I'm on board with it. And even if that's removing myself from the game, because Cole brings different – sorry, I'm cramping. Cole brings just a different style of play than I do. Obviously, he's a great runner and he can throw the ball, and I think he does a really good job of commanding the huddle, and I'm just so happy for him.
What did you think of the touchdown run that he had? 70 yards? Not bad.
I wasn't surprised at all. He's a great athlete. He honestly could probably play on the D-line, secondary. He probably could play fullback, tight end. He could play anywhere. He's a freak athlete.
Just getting to play in a NFL venue, 22,000 plus fans. What was the atmosphere like for you? Or being part of it for you?
It was amazing. It was super fun. No better way to open up the season than at US Bank Stadium. Coach Entz kind of made a comment to us this morning before the game. Hey, when we get there, enjoy it. Like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to play in a stadium like this. So sink it in, take your videos, and really just get a grasp of like what you're looking at. The stadium was awesome, and so just kind of that initial walk up, seeing the stadium was really, really cool. And then after that, you realize that, all right, size of the field is the exact same as I played on in high school. It's the exact same as I've been playing on in the Fargo Dome. So there's no difference. It's just another football field. And so we had to have that mentality going into the game, just knowing that we're playing on the same field and that we can't operate any differently, even though we're on an NFL stadium.
What do you think about having the fans right behind you? Is that something you'd like to see at the Fargo Dome now, is to have the fans like on the sideline with you talking?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. They were getting pretty rowdy, which we appreciate. I don't know if that's something that the Fargo Dome could bring in the future. We'd have to take a look at it. Probably have to get Coach Entz's opinion on that. I don't know how you feel about that.
That might be a good and a bad thing.
Yeah, it can be definitely good and bad.
Some noise,
when we're doing well, they're gonna be happy. When we're not doing well, we're gonna be getting an ear for.
Yeah.
Logan, do they feel like a long time coming? I know you played sparingly, one start last year, to now know I'm going to be the guy. How did this feel like this is a long time waiting for it?
Yeah, really exciting. I've been working really hard for 2 years, and obviously we've had a ton of talent between him and James Kaiser the past couple of years at the will linebacker position. And man, I owe them so much credit just for teaching me everything. Them and Coach Olson as well. I learned so much from them these past 2 years, and to be able to go out there and just play, knowing that I have that starting spot now. Marcus Goley, though, also, man, he's going to be an awesome addition to the Code Green defense. He brings so much to the table. He's a big body, he's athletic, he's fast, and I'm really excited to have him a part of this defense as a fellow will linebacker. So it's going to be really fun playing with him the rest of this year.
Cole, you got a big hug from the head coach's wife at some point. Congratulations for the switch and playing well today. What was that?
Yeah, she does a really good job really being there for all the players throughout everything. So she probably gave one to about everyone on the team. But yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a congratulations for sure. But no, she's very invested in this program. We're super thankful for her.
Cole, do you like playing safety better than linebacker, or is it too early to tell?
It depends on the day, to be honest with you. It depends on the day, specifically how practice goes probably. But no, it's been a lot of fun. I had a ton of fun in the linebacker room. Have great relationships with the guys in that room. Obviously, Logan, have really good relationship with the guys in that room and Coach Olson. But it's been fun to be in the safety room too. So I don't think I have a preference. I'll play wherever they need me. But the most fun thing is at the end of the day, coming off the field and being able to cheer that song in the locker room. So that's really what it boils down to. And I don't think I've had more fun doing anything else probably other than winning some football games. So.
Again, there was a formation out there where it was a full quarterback and running back motion. What are those? What's it like being out there lined up with that kind of strange formation with the quarterback back there? Just kind of how fun is that for you?
I think it's fun, just the creativity that Coach Roll has, and it's going to change week to week, and Coach Roll had told me that, and once you kind of draw up these plays in the playbook and you look at them, and they're super fun to run in practice, and they're more fun in the game. Hopefully we can get either me or Cole on a lead block or something cool like that. I'm just kidding. But I don't know, it's just awesome being out there with them.
Like 7 different receivers today?
Really?
I'm surprised. We were told that was coming.
It was just exciting to see like Mekhi Collins get a catch, Tyler Terhark 2 catches, GC had a catch that got called back. So guys that you know, everybody expects Zach Mathis, Zach and Lippy, Raja, Braylon, Eli, all those guys to catch the ball, but we have, 10 guys that can make plays. Awesome, thank you.